Welcome to another episode of A Walk Down Avenue, brought to you by Artelier and I'm your host, Kai Mofokeng. Today sitting with me is Mabandla Phakula, also known as Mabs. I love people who've traveled, especially like you, because then you have like a big perspective of life. Like you're more open to different things.
I have to be open.
Because you know how South Africans are very naive. You know, half of them don't even have passports. So like for you, I'm sure it's been like really crazy trying to, you know, adapt to different things and like.
I feel like I've learned to adapt in life easily. Just because I'm always around so many people, and it makes life so much better. Like you can take something from every culture in the world, and then you can put it into you. So, like when people say I'm a foreigner, I really don't get angry at that thing because I'm there like, yes, I'm a foreigner because I don't have one culture.
And that makes you better, but I'm not going to say it makes you better than others, but I'm just saying, like, I think in terms of diversity,
it makes me better than you motherfuckers. I want you to know that. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but I'm better than you.
It makes you better. It adds to your betterness of people.
It adds to my betterness, yeah. So I feel like that's why I can't judge people. That's why I'm there, like, because I've seen all types of people. So it's really hard for me to just judge you.
It makes you more understanding.
Yes, well, I try to understand. Like, makes me more understanding about who a person is, and their upbringing can give them a certain perspective on life. So that's why I can talk to anyone, because I'm there like, oh, I met a person who was like that. Oh, I met someone like that. I met a Russian person like that. I met a guy from Germany like that.
That's it.
I've met all different types of racist people, and it's very interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're that one guy. That one's like, yeah, I know, I sat with everybody. So even when they're being racist, you're just like that guy. No, but we have a black friend. Don't worry.
Oh no, I was not that. If you were racist to me, you were racist. But like the way I even judge, I was in Germany for a school trip, right? So now there's some homeless guy on the streets. He's screaming in French. So and I'm with a guy from France, right? So now I don't know what he's saying, and then he comes to me and he starts saying shit to me, right? I don't know what he's saying. So I'm just looking at him, and I already assume what he's saying just because I'm like, black guy. I look around, I'm the only black guy. So I think I know what he's saying, but I don't know what he's saying yet, right? So then my friend starts talking to him, and then he tells me what he said to me, right? He called me a pig, I was Satan, and all that, right? So now the way I think about it, because I also have a half black friend, Max. He's not there with us, but he's around, right?
Yeah.
So I'm here like, yo, if Max was here, is he a half pig? Is he half Satan? Because that's how I do things, just because I'm there.
He's like a mixture.
He's a mixture. So is it like full black? If you black, you just a pig in general, or like that's what I thought. I was there because I've come to the point where I really don't care about, you can be racist to me, I really don't care. As long as you're not going to affect my growth as a person.
Yeah.
So anyone can hate me.
So it's easier for you to like be more zen, like, you know, like, I feel like in terms of understanding people and going through life, you know how everybody does like, no, if you're racist to me, I'm going to hold it against you, you know, forever. I feel like with you, you're more like open-minded, you're more zen, like, you know, whatever it is that you throw at me, I know how to deal with
it. I know how to keep certain things off. Like, I was reading. No, I was not reading. I was playing a podcast, right? And the person was saying that there's a lot of racist people in this world, right? But then there's also, but then they still hire black people because they know that their racist behavior will stop them from progressing in what they want, right?
Yeah.
So I'm here like I'm not going to let you being racist affect me. I'm there like, cool. If you don't like me, cool. But if you have to hire me, you're gonna hire me because I'm the best at what I do.
Yeah.
You don't need to invite me to your house for your brunches and all those things.
Yeah.
As long as you know I'm the best in what I do, you're gonna pay me for what I do.
I'm doing, right? For myself.
And then after that.
But then, like, on that topic, I feel I was speaking to some stranger the other day, actually an Uber driver, and we were talking about like, he was asking like, how do the youth think in terms of, racism and all that type of stuff, and he's really disappointed at how Black people are still oppressed like in these day and age, and there are people who think like you specifically. No, he was just like, I don't know like how to explain it, but like I really understand what you're saying, because with your open mind, you're able to put yourself first. You're able to know your value. You're able to actually like when you walk in front of people, you have this confidence, not this bored confidence, but more like a thing of doesn't matter what you say to me or how you say it, how I take it,
Yeah.
So you're just basically like asking like, why aren't there more people who think like you? So like with us having this conversation, because we both understand each other, it's easier to like, But imagine you're sitting here with a slay queen and like sometimes they're a bit off sometimes, so imagine having this type of conversation with like a slay queen. She's encountered a lot more racist times, where she was probably told like, you can't do this because you're Black, and her first response would be violence or fuck you, it's all because you're racist. But with you it's more like, I see you and I see you see me, so I'm gonna take advantage of you seeing me, so like I just wanted to know how you think we can make a difference in terms of how do you educate people to feel like you?
Learning more about the things that just apply to you. So I feel like we all trying to learn about Black culture right now, just because we were not taught a lot about Black culture. We know that because of history. I've learned about Hitler too many times. Fuck Hitler, I'm tired of it. I want to learn about what happened in my continent, right? But I feel like the thing which also is that yes, I'm supposed to learn about the things that surround me, but also things that do not apply to me at all. I'm a Christian, but I listen to the Nation of Islam a lot. I listen to Buddhist teaching a lot. I listen to every other religion more than my religion sometimes. Not because I think that because I know, yes, I follow Jesus. I mean, that's what being a Christian is. But like, the point was to love everyone. He didn't say judge people.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm there like, I'm here to love and learn.
So if you were to like explain the same thing you're saying to me, but like in terms of how can you implement what you're saying to me? So, we have social medias, we have different ways to basically put ourselves out there, like this podcast as well.
Talk to people outside of your friend group.
The crazy thing is that's what the Uber guy said. He's like, dude, don't only stick to like one group of people. You obviously have to, and you find it easier for you in terms of growth, like understanding different people.
Actually, I had a friend who was very shy, right? Okay, she was not shy because whenever I spoke to her, she's like, we hyper, she's hyper, right?
Yeah.
But then when it came to talking to other people, she couldn't do it, right? She didn't know how I started conversations, right? I told them, who's calling me at this ungodly hour? I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do you need to take it?
Nope.
Are you sure?
It's my brother.
Are you sure? We can take a break.
No, that's fine.
Are you sure?
I'm sure we're in the middle of a conversation. It's naturally flowing. Don't want to stop this beautiful conversation.
Yes, get going.
But like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so she was shy, right? When it came to her, I told her the best way to deal with whenever we go to a party, right? I told her, cool, there's a random group of people there, right? Just go talk to them.
You just throw it in.
I told her, just go talk to them. Go apply yourself in that conversation. Whatever they're talking about, you must have something to say about it. You might not know nothing about it, but you're gonna think about something and you're gonna talk to them about it. Or you're gonna ask them more questions so you can learn about it.
How did that go?
Oh, she's having the time of her life now. She has grown. Now, whenever I talk to her right now, I'm like, yo, this girl, she is wild. Like, what have I done to this child?
You're doing.
Oh man, she's so cute. Now she's out here, yo, I'm drunk as fuck. I'm like, I was like, why? I met some random people at the bar. We started drinking together. I'm then like, just put yourself in awkward situations.
So like, for argument's sake, we were to throw a seminar where we're like trying to make people's confidence, boom. Is that something that you would definitely implement or, take further? Is it something you're very interested in people? I don't know if you like people or...
I like people and I hate people because, it's a balance. Like, because that people are assholes.
They are.
People are assholes, right?
In general.
And I can say that knowing that sometimes I'm an asshole. So they're like, but like I like the human mind because I feel like we can do so much as people. We're just they say that the people, you need a community to grow, and a community is not based on you have your core value, but you're not following one direction.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is that people want everything to be the same direction. I said that, if we say we're going into town right now, I'll tell you, you're gonna take the highway. I'm gonna take the side roads.
Back routes. I'd probably take the back routes.
Okay, you can take the back routes. I'll take the highway.
Take the highway.
Make that easier for me, right? We're still getting to the same place.
Yeah.
You're gonna see things on the way. I'm gonna see I'm on the highway. I'm gonna see lights.
You see lights and cops.
Yeah, I might see that, So, but then when we get to the destination, we're gonna meet each other there, and we're gonna have a conversation. We still got to where we want to go. Just how we get there, it has to be the same. We don't have to.
Wouldn't that like change the value of our conversation? Because like, yes, I'm talking to you, yes, we got to the same destination, but I took a different journey.
You're adding value though. You are teaching me something because now I
People
want to
don't
try
like that. People don't like being taught. I've realized people don't like to believe that somebody out there knows something more.
Let's try. I didn't like being taught in school. I hate it when teachers had to tell me things.
No, but like that's different. Like school for me was also that type of thing. Like I was like, go, didn't stand in the line. They'd be like, stand in the line. I'm like, dude, I know where I'm standing. Don't worry about me.
I was a prefect for 1 year.
That
was the first time they actually had to change the prefect in the middle of the year.
What?
I was just having fun.
You just wanted the bag.
That's all I wanted. I wanted the bag. I wanted to be like, yes, I'm a prefect. I did nothing I was supposed to do.
But then, like, I commend that. Like, I've always looked at school as like a type of propaganda. Even like university, how our parents are always like drawn into you have to go to school because without an education, you're not going to get anywhere. And like I feel like that's a type of propaganda because you don't have black people being ambitious, trying to be entrepreneurs and stuff like that because we all think, oh no, without a degree I'm not going to be able to get anywhere.
That's the problem. I feel like I agree with without an education, but then what type of education? Because I can get an education from learning from people, from life. So I want to be a life teacher. How do I become life? Talk to people.
Yeah.
Experience life. I don't need to go to school for that. I need to experience life.
Your life.
You want me to be qualified. You see the problem that
There's the problem. They want qualifications. Yeah. They want you to put like a little degree there. You're like, no.
I feel like I'm only going to school, or I'm heading to school so I can learn things. And like quickly, right? So I can learn things as much as, but like I wouldn't care about this qualification.
But you go to LISOF, and when I was in high school, a lot of people saw colleges like that as like because you're not so smart, They definitely wanted you to go to like UCT, UJ and everything. But if you went to anything other than that, it's because you're lazy or whatever like that.
Yeah,
and would you find the experience at LISOF far better than you having to choose a route in like UJ or like being a lawyer or psychologist? I find psychologists.
My mom told me I should not become a lawyer because I always found a reason to justify terrible things that I did. So she said that I will be a bad lawyer because I'm going to help people with their crimes.
Bad things.
As long as you pay me, I'm going to help you out.
You're chasing the bag.
I'm justifying your reason. I'm like, officer. I'm like, no, he did not do that. What had happened was. And that's how you know I'm about to start lying. What had happened? I don't trust people that start the story like that. What had happened was, you're lying, motherfucker. You are lying, motherfucker. But like, to your points, like, I feel like if people see it like that, I feel like they just close-minded to other people's way of thinking. Like, just because I choose a route which is not popular, it doesn't make me wrong. Because I'm gonna talk like a Christian now. I'm gonna talk like a Christian. I'm gonna talk about I don't know if this is a quote from the Bible, but it will say that the easiest route to take is the route to hell. Because we can all follow it. It's much easier to take that route.
Oh yeah, okay, no, I get you.
That's me going to UCT. Like I can take or I can take that route, or I can take my own route.
Yeah, which will obviously be more difficult.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna see the light. no rules which you're happy with is gonna be easy.
I get.
So
I get. And the funniest thing is, all those people that are choosing the easier route are the hardest Christians, yeah? They're the ones who are like, yo, no, it's Sunday, I gotta go.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. As a Christian, I hate Christians.
Me too!
Yeah,
I can't
Christians
relate
annoy me.
with them.
Christians annoy me more than anything. I'm supposed to love everyone. I love all religions, but like I can only talk about Christians more because I see more Christians. Y'all are hypocrites. Damn, y'all hypocrites.
You know, I thank God that I have met somebody like you because at least we have the same type of mindset.
Yeah.
It's very insulting to tell a Christian how hypocritical they are.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I think they know. They really do know.
No, I mean, like you come home, and
And then they start coming with the Bible with like, yeah, and you're like, dude, those are lyrics, yeah? Like, those are genuine lyrics.
Those people know the lyrics.
they know these lyrics.
I'm gonna tell you a story. The first time I puked from a hangover was at church. That's why I don't like tequila. There's the day because the night I felt sexy. I tell them that I was sexy. Woo! 2 a.m. I was there like, what the fuck is happening to me now?
Yeah.
So, but when I woke up, right, I was like, Sunday, I was like, cool. It's like, I've done this before. I've been in that state, but now it's like, yo, I feel fucked up. I shower, I'm then like, cool. I feel a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, I got this. As soon as I'm in the car, I started moving. I'm like, yo. I'm like, God, I don't anything. Don't let me puke. My parents are in the car. God, please don't let me puke here. I don't want to explain this. Thank you, God. I love you. I promise I'll do better. I didn't do better, but I prayed. We get to church, right? Now, as soon as we get there, now I'm so Denmark is a Christian country. I want to say Christian country. They have all the churches, but I went obviously black people. We're gonna go to the black church.
Yeah.
So I'm working with the IT people. I'm the person who will be putting out the
Oh,
scriptures for
nice,
them, right?
yeah,
I never have to go there. So I go there, start typing. After 10 minutes, I'm there like I have to go to the bathroom. I forget to lock the door properly. So now I'm just there. Yeah, someone opens the door, food poisoning, alright? And then what happened? And then the worst thing for me is that right after that, so I called Agnes my big sister. Agnes, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Agnes.
But shout out to Agnes.
My mom loved Agnes so much because she was the one who had to make sure I was doing, because Agnes would not, I would tell her things and she would be angry, but she would not judge me.
Yeah.
So now, I think it was during Easter, right? So there's an Easter conference.
Long weekends.
So now she has to do things, right? So she gave me her baby. She just had a baby, it's like 5 months old. I'm hungover. Now she gives me the baby to hold because she has to do things. Now I'm already gone. Now I'm just holding Josephina like this. Oh my God. I love this girl more than anything. Like if something had to happen, the baby was gonna be safe. If I fall down, I'm falling. I'm fucking up myself. I'm not gonna fall. This little beautiful angel here. Yeah, that part hurt me. I was gone.
That's where you're like, yo, I'm a sinner.
Yeah,
I'm a genuine sinner. You're looking at her like, no, I sinned today.
If you knew what was happening to me right now, if you knew the state of your
uncle, you wouldn't want to be sitting here.
You would not be happy with me. You will not be happy with me. But I always tell Agnes that when Josephina is 16, she's going to come and stay with me. Because I won't allow her to do certain things that I know the mom will not allow her to do.
You'll be that uncle.
I'm
like, oh yeah, no, go to Uncle Mabs, yeah?
So as soon as you come to, it means that there's going to be rules, but like you don't like, there's still freedom.
So with that, right?
Yeah.
With freedom to more freedom stuff, with everything that's going on in the world today, she's obviously gonna grow up and everything like that.
Yeah.
And you saying you're gonna be that really cool uncle, but how do you protect that child from gender-based violence?
I always think about that because I want daughters, I don't want sons.
Okay.
So
you can have all my sisters. My dad has 6 girls, yeah? You want?
No, I want the ready-made ones. I want to start my own factory. I want them to come up with some of my personality, right? I feel like, how would I feel like with gender-based violence is something that's been happening, but I like that it's been talked about more often, right? They're like, I feel like it's something that my dad always tells me, like, whenever I go out, he always tells me South Africa is not safe. And I know that, but he keeps on telling me that, right? And then sometimes I'm angry, like, why can't I go out? Because I'm gonna go out. He won't stop me, he always says that, right? So I feel like, okay, this is from a podcast that I've heard, right? So the guy said, I don't want my niece to go out at 2 a.m., right? Just because there's people who are raping, right? And then the girl said, why don't you talk to the men, right? And he said, I have talked to the men. But like, if I talk to 10 men and there's a rapist in there, no matter what I tell him, he's still going to do what he wants to do. So what I can only do is try and prepare her and protect her, which is really fucked up, as they're like, well, how do you, like, I can't stop a guy from doing what he's trying to do. So I should just prepare you to be alert for certain situations. Like we all know, like when you are about to be robbed, we all know when you're in town, don't have your phone out. You must look around. Because someone might be aware of your surroundings, but you can't judge them for if something happens to them, because it's not their fault. But you just want them, I feel like you want them to be prepared, but then you should also be there to help them out and to take them to therapy if things like this happen to them. Because now they blame themselves because they think that, well, I don't know how they think, because I'm talking from a guy's perspective. Like I would believe that they think that they brought it onto themselves, or how the world is trying to make them say, like, why are you wearing a short dress? And like, no, you're allowed to wear a short dress. Like, do you, boo? Wear a short dress. That's what I hate about black families, because from not all of them, some of the females I've talked to, right? They say that whenever they wear a short dress in the house, so they're saying that the older people would come and say, if there's men in the house, wear something longer. No, why are they looking at you?
That's what I believe.
Like, why are you looking?
I'm that girl.
Like, you're my uncle. Why is my uncle?
Why are you looking at me, right?
I'm gonna be like, sure.
But the thing is, like, because I'm that girl. I like wearing short things. I'm very, out there and stuff like that. And my parents were very strict. They were, no, you can't go out. And it's like, dude, I'm gonna jump this gate, Doesn't matter how high you build it, I'm still going there. And I used to do that. I used to be very rebellious and stuff. And my thing is, I wish they taught us a little better. Like, not in a way of trying to change me, but more like, okay, cool, you can go out, but be aware.
Be aware that the world is not.
It's not your friend.
The world, they hate you.
No, they hate you.
That's why I have a problem with people who are oversensitive, because they want the world to work in their favor. The world will never work in your favor for anything. You must be prepared to see the world as the world is. The world is evil.
It is.
It is evil. I don't care if you see love, the world is evil no matter what.
Right.
There's things happening in China right now that we don't hear about. There's a genocide happening there, there's a genocide happening there. Why? Because the world is evil. Because you see on social media, because you put your thing on just certain things, so now you only see things of love, self-love. Yes, love yourself, but you must also know the world doesn't give a fuck about you.
Right. And okay, so on social media, I like these journal topics. I'm very I'm not anti-social media. I'm just very anti-social, because I have my own, perspectives about social media. What would be your perspective on things as serious as gender-based violence, as things as serious as Corona, in terms of what social media has done to our youth?
So if we're talking about gender-based violence, I think it has sparked a conversation. I can only speak on the men's side, that we are realizing that your friends are fucked up, and you have to talk to your friends about this, because we only saw, I can talk about rape now, we only saw rape as a back alley thing, and it's a stranger, not knowing that guy is going to manipulate you into having sex. How many times you said no, but now you finally say yes. You said no 10 times, but that one yes, no, you still said no. So I feel like that's something that it has made us think about more. we actually fucked up. And we should do it like, because you know when they say that men are trash, right?
Yeah.
We all like, not all men, no, shut the fuck up, men are trash. The point is that they're trying to start a conversation and they want you to realize why are we saying men are trash.
Yeah, so they have to
Because
provoke you.
just because we are, let's say I have 4 friends here, I'm with 4 people right here, and one guy raped someone right here. But and then we said, but then a girl was coming and tells a story.
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't do it like that. He's actually a nice guy. He was probably drunk. Now we do. Now we justifying the man.
Yeah, that's true.
Now we help. Now we saving his life.
Yeah.
We're not here telling the guy no what you did was wrong, and we're not taking her to the police. Like okay, he did this. Cool, we're going to go with you to report the crime with you.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the part that men should start doing. As they like.
So that's basically like almost where the men is trash thing like becomes a thing of not just, it's actually all of you, because even you who's saying that no, you're not trash, why don't you do something about
why
the
didn't
person,
I do something?
you know?
Yeah, and then the thing is that since I lived in a foreign country, like rape was not something as big as in South Africa, right? So I never really heard about rape cases, so I was always there like, I probably don't know rapists, right? But now when you come to South Africa and you get these stats, and then I'm there like, I definitely know.
You have to know one.
I definitely not one.
You know many.
I know many, but the problem is that now it's also like I don't know because no person has come to me, yo, I hate this person.
Yeah.
But like now I'm always conscious of like of the people I talk to, and I'm just trying to hear what you're saying to me.
I like how you made it like a thing of manipulation, because I feel like a lot of people feel like rape is just somebody who comes with a text rips off your clothes, and usually that's actually not how it happens. It's a thing of you're sitting here, you're looking like a fine girl, I'm telling you, you're not listening to me, and then at the end of the night we end up having sex, but you genuinely didn't want it.
You genuinely want, that's manipulation. Right?
I really like that mindset. I really think that.
I feel like, and that's the thing, if you say no to me,
one time. No is no. Girls also get rejected, yeah? People actually forget girls get so rejected, dude. I'm that girl. I like going up to niggas like, hey babe, you know,
I feel like the rudest thing I've ever done to a girl, which was still okay, so what I did was right, but then it was still a rude process, right? So I'm in a bathroom with some girl. Now shut this off, right? I'm trying to fuck, she tells me no, and then I tell her, cool, no problem. But I told her, as soon as I go out of this bathroom, I'm gonna fuck someone else right now. And then I just opened the door and I walked out, not knowing that there's people right by the bathroom. So now she's like coming someday, like, oh shit. I always think about that time. What I did was right, I didn't try to force it, but like, the way I did that.
But look, at the end of the day, you're a rape girl.
Thank God I didn't.
So,
thank God
better you than somebody who's going to come force themselves, because somebody else would have been like, oh, okay, yes.
So honestly, I really don't know how people, like, I feel guys value pussy too high. No, it's not even value, because that's not even valuing. That's not valuing. Is that
they like it.
Yeah, because if you value it, you would actually treat it properly. There's no right word. I haven't found my word, but like.
So, nothing. So like, you know how you're like Christian and you know stuff like that, but you have a very broad idea of being more spiritual than anything. Now obviously you know the impact of muti and all those bewitching witchcraft things that are trending in especially South Africa, you know. A lot of people are, and like Nigerians, you know. Basically muti is associated with very like African people and all that type of stuff. But I feel like right now it's a huge trend. It's something that everybody's talking about, and some people are aware of it more than others. So like, what's your view in terms, because of like pussy, like basically like pussy, like I feel like a lot of niggas now that like pussy is more like a ritual that's going on where you have to sacrifice yourself. It's so deep. It's so deep. You can't get to a nigga's house, you don't know if you want to fuck, if you want to use my pussy, you don't know what's going on.
I'm on to that part separately. I'm there like, I'm gonna start talking to you. I'm gonna make you want to fuck me. That's how you do it now, guys. Make her want you. You have to make her, that's what. But like in terms of muti and all that, that's something that I've always believed in, but no, I really didn't care about it. Because like in Limpopo, It's something that my aunts always showed me that, oh, these things actually happen. It's like,
oh, and we know Limpopo, guys. We know Limpopo.
Shout out to my people.
Shout out to the people, but I mean, y'all got some deep ass.
We beautiful people.
Okay.
You got some deep ass
Yo,
people. I don't know what you guys are doing. Yo, that's too much. So it's like, I really like, I've never really focused on it. Like, it was always just something that I know exists, but I don't care about it. But I also know it could affect me, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why I stay spiritually balanced, because someone's always going to try to curse you. You don't even know the person. Someone's always going to put a curse on you. That's why you have to stay prayed up, because you don't know who wants to see you fall. Like, I could have bumped into someone by mistake, right? And then the person's like, I put a curse on you. Just a random person, just because I bumped them because they day was bad.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to curse my life.
Yeah.
And that's why I always try to stay spiritually balanced. That's why I always gotta make sure I talk to God. So that things like that don't affect me.
True.
So that's how I can answer that. That's an answer to the question. You got that?
In terms of witchcraft.
Yeah, because then the pussy part came and then I was like, I don't know how to answer that question.
No, like, you know how people are sacrificing a lot. Like, as much as there's gender-based violence, as much as there's human trafficking, we have spiritual sacrifices. You know, people will use you in ways you don't even know you're going to be used. You know, like when you walk into a room, not a lot of people are like spiritually woke. I mean, some of us are able to walk into.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't like the word woke.
Why don't you like the word woke?
Because these people be staying up, and now if you stay woke, it means you're up constantly, and now you dizzy. Some of you have to be sleepy, you have to be balanced with life. Woke people are annoying people, because whatever you say, that's not woke.
It's like, you know, English is weird.
English is an annoying language.
It's a very annoying language because you can take any word and use it like a cab, guys. Cab.
And now we capping.
Cab.
But no, you capping.
But
now.
it's a cab.
But you capping.
But it's
capping though.
And like, I'm very profound with my English. So when I say things like woke and stuff, I'm basically meaning. Not you, like sitting there with drugs now, you're sitting like this, like, oh, you know, I'm work. You're not work. You tripping.
But like, I feel like it's also the problem with the words is that you have to use words properly, because there's some guy who I had a conversation with, right? I believed what the guy was saying, I just didn't like the words he used, so I fought with him just because of the wording.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, well, because words are important.
They're very.
But then like it's also you have to know. So I feel like whenever you talk to someone and they're using the word, ask them how they feel about the meaning of that word.
What it means to them.
Yeah, because
of how crazy. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like with like cap and woke, my mom's throwing words like that around. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, okay, what's the problem? Is it menopause? What's going on?
I'm sending you this on your WhatsApp. Stay capping, you gotta be careful of these kids, they be capping nowadays. Now she has to search what's capping.
Oh, damn, these are great
That's a group chat where they forward all these photos.
These are great conversations.
And they forward to you, and they always forward it to you.
So, alright, wrapping up the journal conversations. Hold on. My drink is really strong. So you can only take like 2 sips, yeah? Get what you need to get.
After the light drinks, I can drink slowly.
Shout out to you, you're hosting, yeah? I have to keep it together. So let's bring it back down to fashion. Inspirations, collaborations, and definitely your view on fashion in general, and also like local, because based like, you know, studying fashion and stuff with Lysol.
So if you're talking about local, I just want you to see this.
Shout out to Sativa.
I know there's some holes in it, but you know, shout out to Sativa. I love Sativa. I will always support the people I know. You know, I feel like that's what we have to do.
Oh, we didn't turn around.
Oh, turn around. There's 13 laws, right?
Show them.
There's 13 laws.
Show them.
Read it. Take a screenshot of it to read the laws. Apply them to your
Pause
life.
and screenshot.
Pause and screenshot. Let me say one more time. And the side profile of me at the same time.
I love it. Love it. Use me too. Don't forget.
Use me too. For local fashion, like I'm just trying to get back into like I'm still a foreigner, so I'm learning more about things. So the only things I can support locally are the people I'm meeting, the people I know, and they introduce me into more things. So that's how I see things locally. Even when it comes to music, I try to play local music. Like sometimes I like things, but then they don't vibe until I actually meet the person. I meet someone who actually just plays the song. Now I like this song.
Yeah, because of who they are.
Because of who they are, now it sounds better. So that's how everything with me in terms of the local aspect is working right now. I'm trying to learn more about my people. Trying to experience more, like see what's influencing them.
So what have you done for you to open yourself up to knowing people? Because obviously it's not easy for us to all just know who Sativa is, or people like
since
that.
I met him at Lysol, it was easy. Like we just always had, just me and Dino had great conversations. He was that fun dude, right? And then he asked me to do a shoot for him once, and I said, cool, I'll come. I only saw one piece of his outfit, but I said, nah, I'm gonna do it for him. And then when he had his t-shirt, I told him I'll buy it. That's just me. But I would never ask for half price for someone.
So the reach of local brands is actually quite difficult, if you mistake. I mean, you have to go all the way to Lysol to get someone who's creative and stuff like that locally.
Yeah.
So like the reach basically is quite difficult, would you say?
I feel like it is now. At some point, it will get better.
Obviously, with Artelier Avenue,
Avenue,
like that's what we're here for. To make the reach better.
We're plugging people.
We're plugging people.
But I feel like that's how it's about. I feel like that's what, like, in terms of how I see South Africa, we are behind in terms of so many countries on how things move, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, with things like this, that's what we need to plug people, and through this, we'll always be able to learn about new brands, learn about new music. Like, so I feel like that's the most important thing.
For like brand recognition.
Yeah, just like you gotta work with people.
Yeah.
Work with people, talk to people. Always, you must wear your brand on your sleeve.
Yeah.
When people ask who you are, I'm Sativa. That's what I would say if I was there. Like, and I know they're doing that because he is Sativa.
And like in the future of fashion, where do you see it in terms of globally, like our local brands being global? How long? Like, what do you see coming? What are the trends you've picked up? What's your perspective on us being globally recognized?
So what I've seen is that a lot of brands have been stealing from African culture for they've been
for a long time, bro. They've been taking our drums. They've been taking our.
They took our people. You're still our people. I would want them back, but it's cool.
No, it's cool. You have to keep them.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make our people grow here, right? But I'm then like, I feel like as Africans, and I'm only saying that first time because I hate when people say Africa as one country, but as Africans as a globe, I feel like we are the best people in the world for everything. Because you always come to us. Whatever you want, if you're making your iPhone, where are you coming to? You're going to Congo. What are you doing? You're taking the minerals. You are using child slaves. You are taking something from the ground, but you are extorting. Is that the right word? Extorting the people.
Don't worry, don't fix it in the comments.
Yeah, you'll fix it.
I don't think I'll fix it somewhere in the comments.
I'm wearing my. What he said, what he meant, right here.
You're an automatic meme.
So, like whatever you need, you actually take from the African continent. You take from the culture, you take from our minerals. What you need Africa for the world to be the way it is right now. So I feel like as soon as but now in terms of media, we are slowly behind just because they took so much from us. But now, as young people, we are progressing. We want to be better because we know we're not gonna let these people take from us anymore. We're gonna make our own TV shows. We're gonna make our own fashion brands. We're gonna work with
our people, very same people, don't support us. Yeah. It's around. They look at you like, oh no, that's from Nigeria.
That's the thing. I'm like, why are you thinking on your own?
Oh, this is from South Africa.
If it's good, it's good. I don't care if it's good, it's good. like even like I want to support my people, but like I won't just stop there with supporting my people. I like what I like.
Yeah, but then that's what everybody uses to ride on the fact that they don't want to support.
That's the problem.
Black people don't support black people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the thing, is that they don't support us just because they don't think that, because they don't think
they're scared. No, because it's the thing of, if you make it as a black man, Mabs, if I must pay for you to do something, black on black, it means you're gonna be richer than me.
Like, we both gotta be rich.
Exactly.
Always, like, let's say, I'm gonna use JC as an example. He's a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
His friends are probably billionaires, but he's still with them because they live together. Not everyone is going to be the front man.
Exactly, but everybody wants to be the front man.
Know your fucking position.
That's the thing. That's what I feel like is wrong. It's okay. I hate to say this, but especially in South Africa, because I'm from South Africa. That's what I've seen in my country. We're very like, you know, if you're gonna be a billionaire, I'm not gonna even. I don't want to even give you R1 for that. I mean, like, because if you're a billionaire, if we're sitting as friends, Mabs, and somebody walks and is like, yeah, no, Mabs is a billionaire here, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, but I have millions.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, when that day happens, I'm still not taking out my wallet to pay for lunch. You still pay for me. I'm gonna still be a broke person mentality. I'm gonna be rich broke.
But then that's it. Like, you know, like. I wish a lot of people thought the way we think, because I understand that shit. Like, I mean, as a billionaire, you shouldn't be going around throwing yourself as a billionaire.
I saw the most fucked up shit last week Friday. I went out drinking in Pockets, right? And there was some guy in an A.W.D.A, right? It was a beautiful car, but then he customized it in matte silver, so it reflects, right? Knowing me, that guy, I'm there like, you are a target. I would never put myself in the target right there. Like, why would you put yourself in the target position?
Black mentality. Someone was speaking about, and they told me we have a working mentality. You know.
Oh, that's kind of
it's crazy, right?
You don't know, like, you make jobs, stop having the.
And my thing is, even though you're working so hard, you rather live off credits than you actually live in the lavish life and you being part of the 1%. You want to go the same car, the same thing. How long is it take you to pay it off, yeah? You got that on credit, and then you're still going to your friend who's gonna wrap it up for you and make it beautiful for you.
But like, for the work mentality, right? I understand it in both. I have a problem with it, and I understand it in some aspects, right? If we all want to be owners, who's working for you?
That's exactly what I was thinking, right? But naturally, some are workers and some are bosses. Naturally, like.
But like, even if I own something, I'm still going to have a part where I'm working for someone.
Because you're working, your ownership is doing something for somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And that person is doing something for somebody else, right? But who's sitting at the top? Who's getting everybody to do all these things?
I want to be that
guy.
I also want to be the person working in something else separately. Like the people who pay people contract, right? I want to be that person who can pay your contract, right? But I also want to be the person that can also work for that contract at the same time. I want to do.
You want to do it all.
I want to do everything. I don't want to.
Like my thing is that you're not greedy, so you want to help everybody.
I want everyone to.
Everyone must win. Everyone must eat.
Everyone must win. We must all eat. I want our kids to all be happy.
And then, with that same mentality in terms of our culture and fashion and music and let's take it back to fashion and music. That's what we're all about. With that same mentality, how would you motivate a child or somebody who is really trying to push out, but they don't have that, education? I mean, school can't teach you that type of stuff. So, what would be your first biggest step for implementing such freedom in that culture?
Freedom in the culture. First thing, I feel like they have to know what they want to do and who they are, because you can't create something without knowing who you are as a person. From that, then you must go out of your way to find the resources, find the knowledge about those things. It might not be easy, but then if you're hearing this, that means you have some data. Use that data to also search things, because everything is online. It might not be straightforward in your aspect, but it will give you a broad spectrum of like how to do it, and then you go use that to your advantage. Learn about other people in the industry, but use it in your own way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, for your inspirations and things that have got you to this mindset, where would you say you gathered all of that from? Like, where are you most inspired with your fashion? And, you know, unfortunately, like, we haven't spoken about fashion and music, guys. It's a fashion and music show, you know, it's kind of like, we're here to bring fashion. So, in that aspect, and you study at Lysop is going to be like, what are we teaching this boy? So, like, with the inspiration based on that, like, where would you say you drew it from? Because you didn't just wake up one morning and be like, oh, no, fashion.
From comedians and sports.
Sports.
Formula 1 is my favorite sport, right? Like, when I
Different.
was
It's not
young,
soccer. It's different.
I can never watch a full soccer match. I only watch the main like finals and things. I don't watch the Formula 1.
Yeah, you watch the DSTV like highlights.
I watch the highlights.
I'm like that.
Oh, okay, well done. Okay, cool. I know what happened. In case you want to have a conversation with me, I want to know who's on top, right? But I don't really care about it. For Formula 1, I'm gonna watch the race from the beginning to the end.
So what would you leave our viewers with, you know, in terms of how can they remember Mabs and be like, you know, associated to who you are, what you do, what you believe, you know?
Let me look at this camera.
Yeah, no,
So, I want this world to know me. I am the sexiest black man alive. I am the new dark skin ambassador. And then, live your life. Be smart. Be smart. Don't judge people because you're just being an asshole. Don't judge. You've also fucked up. Give people the same courtesy you want God to give you. That's a true statement. I just want to say something. I don't know how I thought about this. I saw a picture of Bill Cosby online, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what did Bill Cosby do now?
Yeah.
So then the post said it's his birthday. We should say happy birthday to. He's still a legend, right?
Yeah.
And then I just had to go in the comments and see what do people
saying?
Just because we know why he's famous now. But like the guy said, he still did some great in our community.
Yeah.
So I'm there like, am I God? Am I supposed to judge his past from his present? Like, what am I supposed to do? So I was there like, yo, let me leave this out because there's no right answer for it.
Right.
But then the person said, give people the courtesy the same courtesy you want God to give you. I'm not going to be there at the judgment day saying what you did. Oh, he fucked you. Yo.
No, you fucked up.
Yo, man fucked up.
No, man fucked
Yo.
up.
Bill, you fucked up.
So
So
now my thing was what you saying is they could be like a rapist, who's like, no, don't judge me. Because if you were to do the same thing, you wouldn't want God to judge you based on
I have a double standard on life and I'm open about that. Right?
I think, no, you must.
Like fair, right?
You must. So instead of saying like, courtesy of God, I think it would just basically be blunt and be like,
Yeah, whatever it is what it is. If you did something, fuck you. Fuck you for life. Fuck you now. Fuck you tomorrow. Fuck you when you die. I will continue saying the same shit about you when you die. If you did it, right?
You did it.
But like I also say, I'm not the one to judge you.
You're not the one to judge,
Yeah, but still, fuck you. And I feel like we should end at a better note than Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby is the best way to end this. That's a very scary thing.
Okay, let's make it positive.
Positive. What happened in your life in this whole week?
Mine?
Yeah, what happened?
You don't want to know. I hate to agree, guys.
That's a positive note.
That's positive.
Yeah.
Positive.
Positive or interesting. It can be both.
I have interests. I'm
what
interested.
Happened? Look at that, being all interesting.
First of all, I know that I make impacts in people's lives because there was some girl who did me dirty, and now
what she do?
She didn't do me dirty. She didn't do me dirty. We'll talk about it afterwards. But she didn't do me dirty. And now, I didn't know how influential I am until I saw her this weekend.
Yeah.
If ask anybody, when I do braids, I do white braids, not gray. No, I do white braids.
Okay.
I saw her
with white braids. Look at this. She don't stay. She just wants to be you.
That's what I was like.
The people who hate you just want to be you, and they're angry about that.
And then the universe has also been answering my prayers, and God has
Amen to that. And also my prayers, but I don't like the answers.
Yeah, the answers are. It was a challenge for me because I was like, no, I want this. God, give it to me. Now that it's here, I'm sitting here like,
Yo, it's God. I really didn't want it like this. I wanted it.
But
I'm gonna tell you what my answer was, right? I can't say the thing because the thing is, I don't know, I can't put all my business out.
No.
But he just said wait. I was like, yeah, wait. It's like, yeah, it'll be yours, but wait. I was like,
been waiting.
like, God, how long waiting? He said, wait. Then he told me the story of King David.
Mm.
He was called to be a king at the age of 8, but he did not become a king for 19 years. He had to serve under the king.
Mm-hmm.
He had to do many things. He's like, yeah. I told him he was going to become a king. I didn't make him a king immediately.
Yeah, you didn't say when.
Yeah.
I
just said it will be yours.
Yeah.
Now wait. Yeah. You know he must not pay.
Yeah.
So I just want to know.
Yeah, I can do it.
I want to know. So that's a note to end on. Wait. And
Be patient.
Be patient and be precise about your prayers because sometimes
And be careful.
Yeah.
Because they'll be answered.
And you don't want the answer. I've asked for things and now they're like, yo. God, I know what I say. But your timer. I'm also calling our timer now. Your timer. Why?
Wow. This was a really great conversation.
Nice
I'm
talking
so
to
glad
you.
I got to have such a free flowing.
Thank you. You were my host. Because fuck Barbie again.
For being late.
We're being late. And sometimes being late works in our favor.
Because now I learn.
Look at my host. I got this beautiful black woman.
Thank you.
Black girl magic here winning.
And I was, sitting with a really sexy, very humble, very dark chocolate. What you looking for type of man.
You can find me on Instagram, but I won't DM you.
Yeah. No, please give us your Instagram handle. We
Mabandla.
want those DMs.
Oh, you're gonna see those DMs, but they're gonna be red. Mabandla Phakula, MABANDLA Thank God my name is so unique.
It's beautiful.
I've never heard anyone with my name.
It's really beautiful. Oh yeah, no, you need to tell us the origin of your name.
Oh, my name
what
means,
it means.
My name
Give them the full name, and then
Isn't that shouldn't that be part of the introduction?
I'm gonna give it to them. They know. They're gonna know it by now. Yeah.
So technically, my name means nation, right? So I'm a Tonga man. I say Tonga like this because I don't follow my ID says something African.
Okay, let's give us the name.
It means nation, and that I feel like that represents who I am. A nation, it revolves around people. You need to build a community. You don't have, as I've talked about earlier in this podcast, you have your core values, but the way you reach the values may be different, and that's a nation. So I'm a community, and I'm trying to build a nation. So when I meet my future wife, be ready because we're gonna build a whole nation.
That is so beautiful.
I should propose to my wife like that,
Yeah, like be like, baby, I'm a nation. Are you ready to build the community?
That'd be so good. That'd be so good. Baby, don't play this part. You know who you are. Stop right now. Don't listen to this part. It'll be fine. I'll tell you again later in like 10 years.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. Artelier Avenue is so glad to have you. Those are such beautiful chats. I really feel like I've learned so much.
I'm happy. I came here.
I'm very happy.
One day I have to interview you.
Let's do that.
We'll do that.
Alright guys, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We out.
We are.